There we go, there's a fish. There we go. Man, that one crushed it as soon as it hit the water. There's one way out there. No, there really isn't a choice. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just want to give you a quick little intro on this video. It started off with me and a friend of mine, Rick Hess from Bull Bay Rods. We came out this weekend one morning. It was cold, it was windy, but we managed to get on some. I was throwing all kinds of stuff at them, jerk baits, craws, I just want to fish. But anyway, this evening, I'm racing against daylight because it's daylight savings now. It's just about 4 o'clock and the sun's already about to set. So I'm gonna throw this paddle tail around and hopefully we can get on some big smallmouth. Let's see what happens. Good morning guys. Just trying to get a nice picture. As you can see, there's bass blowing up. So I grabbed a rod real quick and make some casts. I'm actually about to go meet Rick and do some fishing. Rick from Bull Bay Rods. Hopefully if it's anything like this, we can get on some bass. They're just blowing up everywhere. I have a crawl tied on, which is probably not the best bet right now for them chasing minnows. Dude, this is wild. They are literally blowing up everywhere. There we go, there's a fish. Right after I heard those gunshots. It sounded like gunshots. All right, broke the ice this morning with this one. I let this guy go. They are still blowing up everywhere. I let this guy go. Gonna head down to the boat launch. I'm gonna try down there. And I hope they're this active down there because it's gonna be a good day if that's the case. They're spooked off. All right, so to start this morning, I'm gonna be throwing around this underspin that I was throwing around yesterday morning. And if I can't seem to get any bites on this, I'm gonna switch probably to that crawl. Oh, just had a bite. I was just thinking I should have got my sunglasses from my truck. That reflection is bright. So my theory is, with it being windy the past couple of days and it being dead calm right now, I'm thinking that's partly why these bass are being more active. So much vegetation and moss and stuff on these rocks. Every single cast I'm clearing off my bait. All right, so I've tried that underspin, tried to crawl. We're gonna go to a jerk bait here. All right, so I got a big fat 0 there at the boat launch. Tried to crawl, tried to jerk bait, tried to underspin. I'm gonna try a different jerk bait here. I was using a Vision 110. I had some really loud knockers in it. This one, I'm not even sure the name of it. I'll have to look it up. On the bottom of it says Pointer SP. This one, silent. So I'm gonna use this one instead. Oh, there's something nice that just jumped right up there. It's been a while since I caught a bass on a hard jerk bait, so it'll be the first time in a long time if we make it happen today. There we go. There's a fish. Pull it off. Ah, dang it. go. Thought I saw something chasing bait right there. There we go, second one of the morning here. I can't even lie, it is cold too. That sun feels good, but this morning when I got up, it was freezing. That wind is still really cold. All right, well, nothing against the jerkbait, but I want to switch, drag something on the bottom, so I'm going to go back to this Blood Moon Nikko Craw here, a little Ned rig, and try this. All right, I keep seeing something chasing bait up there by that boat. I'm gonna walk up the bank here, cut back out in the water and make some casts. There we go. Hammered it. Starting to lose a little bit of hope here. Well, just goes to show they're still around. You just gotta push through the breaks in between not catching any. It's probably been at least like 20-25 minutes since I caught that last one. So I was just wading back down through here. Just gonna go over there, sit in the sun for a minute, warm the hands up. And that one, like I said, he crushed it. All right, I'm gonna take a quick intermission. Like I said, sit down for a second, warm the hands up in the sunlight. Hopefully this wind dies down too, because it is rough out here. But nevertheless, we're still making it work. Just gotta switch up some baits here and there and figure out what we can get most of these smallmouth to bite. Like I said, they definitely want the crawl, definitely want the jerkbait too, but jerkbait is just getting all that grass too, just kind of hindering its performance. It's just like that saying, you gotta adapt and overcome. That's exactly what we're doing. It kind of feels weird being out here and it's not windy. It's been windy for like almost 2 weeks, I bet. But like I said in my intro, I'm gonna be throwing around this paddle tail by Nikko. Have it on an 1/8 ounce swim jig head here. Fishing it on a bull bay rods. This is the Banshee, medium heavy, extra fast. And I got a Shimano Genius BFS reel. I'll start throwing it right here because I feel like every time I walk up through here, I spook something. I'm trying a different camera mount. I have a neck mount. I don't know if you guys could see it in the intro, but I'm trying to try something different instead of that chesty. So you'll have to let me know if it's just as good, better, worse. The last time I threw this paddle tail, I had a lot of strikes, but couldn't really hook into much. So I'm hoping tonight's gonna be the opposite. Well, I hope I get a lot of bites, and I hope I land them all this time too. There we go. Oh, there we did go. That one hit it hard too. Man, that one crushed it as soon as it hit the water. That's a nice one. This might turn out to be a decent evening after all. Like I said, the wind finally calmed down, so I might have these bass extra hungry today. Man, that guy was not coming off. There we go, first one of the evening. Thanks for the fight, bud. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with the angle of this camera, so just work with me. Because I know whenever I set the hook, kind of lean back, The camera might shoot up. Another one. This is a good sign because I didn't even get up here to the deeper hole yet. They definitely seem to be active tonight, and they want this little paddle tail too. I'm gonna try to fish this spot fairly quickly because I'd like to go down, try another spot, but at the same time, I don't want to underfish this and leave fish to find fish. When I was out here this weekend fishing with Rick, we were actually fishing the same spot. I didn't realize how deep it was on my right side. I was wading out through there and got a whole lot deeper than I expected. So knowing that now, I start to make a lot more casts in that direction, just in case they want to be in some deeper water. All right, well, I fished this spot pretty thoroughly. I'm gonna fish my way back down through, and then we're gonna try down at the boat launch. There's one. It's way out there. Like I always say, that's why I like to fish the spots up through and fish them down through too, because I could regenerate. That's a football right there. That's a nice healthy one right there. It's good to see that they're actually wanting to choke on this paddle tail today. Nice. Thanks for the fight, bud. It's one of the best things about fall fishing. You can throw about anything and they're gonna eat, just because it's what they're doing this time of year. Just gonna gorge up and get ready for winter. So if you guys have a favorite bait, this is the time of year to throw it. All right, not a bad stop here, but we're not done yet. Let's go down to the boat launch and hook a giant. You know, I said it once, I'll say it again. I'll probably never stop saying it. You just cannot beat this view. Just coming out to the river, the Susquehanna. I mean, look at this. Golden hour, catching smallmouth. It's tough to beat, man. It's tough to beat. I caught a few. I know. That's what I said. You should have a rod in your hand. There's some way down there too. What's that? No, there really isn't a choice. I got a little paddle tail swim jig. There seems to be a... Yeah, they are good baits. Seems to be a nice little school right here.